All right, guys, so today we're talking about the iPhone Air. 1 year later, what my thoughts on this device are. You either hate it or you love it. A lot of people, a lot of criticism about this device, and I have my own criticisms about this as well. We'll talk about that during this video. But if you're new to the channel, hit that like, drop a sub. But let's talk about the iPhone Air. So there is a lot of pros and cons with this device. Now, the pros for me, just right off the bat, the biggest one is the design, how light this feels, how thin this is. I don't think you really understand how this feels in the hand until you actually hold it, until you actually use it on a daily basis. Now, comparing that to like the Pro Max versions of the iPhone, this thing feels so heavy compared to this. I think the weight on the iPhone Air is 165 grams, which is incredibly light. Paper thin. It almost feels, even when you're holding it, it almost feels like you are going to break it. Now, a con with this device for me, well, originally has been the price, right? $999 is the starting point for this device, and that's the 256 gigabyte model. Then you have the 512, and then you got 1 terabyte, and then you're talking, we're jacking up the price another few hundred more dollars. And remember, this phone did replace the iPhone Plus, right? That whole lineup of Plus phones, the bigger phones, just without the third camera, but still a really good device. I have videos on the 16 Plus, the 15 Plus, and I love those devices. Those are some of my favorite iPhones. I don't really feel the same way about this. I don't think this phone is going to last much longer. I don't know if they're going to go back to the Plus. I don't know what's going to happen. We know we're getting a folding phone this year and probably a second version of this. But after that, depending on how that phone does, because let's be real, this phone has tanked, doesn't sell well. And for me, it's mainly because of the price, right? There are so many compromises with this device, and you're still paying $999 for the base model, right? For the lowest storage that they offer at 256 gigabytes. Now, the phone itself, look, the build quality, the titanium build, the Super Retina 6.5-inch XDR OLED with the A19 Pro chip. We got enough RAM at 12 gigs. We talked about the storage already. It's a beautiful device. It really is nice. Feels incredible to hold. Just using it feels really good. But again, the compromises. So let's talk about one of them. One of the big ones is the camera, right? Only one camera on here. So we get the rear camera, 48 megapixel fusion camera, and then we have the front camera, which is an 18 megapixel camera with center stage. But it's just been like, it's a good camera. It's a good camera. But even the cheaper Plus models from a year ago or from 2 years ago at this point and 3 years ago, they had dual cameras for a lower starting price point. And like for $1,000, come on, Apple, you can do better than just giving us one simple 48 megapixel camera. Now there is I think it's like a 2x optical zoom on this camera, which, let's be real, it's not that great. It's just not that great. So that's a compromise. Now, does it take good pictures just pulling it out? 4K video, 8K video, I believe too, but 4K 30 frames per second looks fantastic on iPhones across the board. It's been that way for years, and this is no different. So you can get really good pictures on here, but you are limited to the variety and the different kinds of pictures that you can take on here because of the one lens that we have on here. Now, it's got slow charging, and this is where we're going to talk about another compromise with the device. So battery life on here. Battery life for me, I watch other videos just like you guys do. A lot of people have said they get all-day battery life on this phone. Apple claims it has all-day battery life. I do not get all-day battery life on this phone. I think the milliamp for the battery is like 3149, right? Correct me if I'm wrong in the comments, but it's around 3100, a little more than 3100 milliamps. It's not a big battery. Now, the new one this year will be much better because they've moved on to a different type of battery. But on here, it is not good. And it's a tiny battery, and it really depends on how you use your phone. If you're just binging content, right, doom scrolling and watching YouTube videos or Instagram Reels or TikToks, you're going to drain that battery pretty fast. Now, you probably can get all-day use out of it if you are just using it for texting, for phone calls, and for emails. Then it will most likely get you through the day. But I'm watching content on my device throughout the day, and it just doesn't do it. Now, watching the content on this display It's fantastic. It's, 120 hertz promotion on the 6.5-inch screen that I already mentioned. The high refresh rate, just a beautiful looking screen, beautiful looking phone. And that's kind of like the selling point, right? It's different. Just like the folding phone from Apple will be different this year. They released this and it was just different from anything else they had. And I think that's what drew the tech enthusiasts to this device, even though we all said that it was just too much money for what we are getting. But once you hold it, there is just something about using a device so thin and so light that it almost feels like a toy. It feels like I'm going to break it. But when you're using it, you realize it's not a toy. It is just an amazing piece of tech. Now, do I hate the camera bump? Of course I do. The compromises? Of course I do. The price point? Of course I do. But I still used it for a year because of one thing, and that's the build quality and how incredibly thin it is and how incredibly different it is than anything Apple has given us in the past. And Samsung and Apple, they go back and forth. Samsung tries to always beat Apple to the punch, and usually they do, right? We've got the thin phone from Samsung that was just a tiny bit thicker than this device, and then the folding device this year, the Fold 8, and then, the Passport style, which is coming to Apple next in September. So the compromises on here, can you get past them? A lot of people can't, and I understand why. It was a tough sell for me, but I wanted to do it to try something different. Did I pay more than I should have? Yeah, I paid full price. Now, speaking of price, if you do want to pick this phone up now, you can. Don't spend $1,000 on this phone, especially now. We're almost to September. Like, new phones are coming. Price will go down on this phone if it even is still. If there's a version 2 of this phone, Apple will take this off of their website and you won't be able to get it unless you are going to a third-party site like eBay or like Amazon Prime and get it renewed, which then I might suggest doing, because right now you can get this for around $700 to $750 on eBay. But you can also get some other good phones on eBay or Amazon renewed for a really good price. You can get the 15 Pro Max for like $600, $650. You can get the 15 Plus or the 16 Plus for around $400 to $500. And would I recommend them over this phone? Yeah, I would. If you want better cameras, better battery life, a little thicker phone, then I would recommend them. But again, the only reason you want to buy this phone, for me anyway, is just the design and how thin it is. That's really the only reason that I would recommend this phone. If you want something different, yeah, it's amazing to use just because of how it feels. The iPhone experience is the same across the board, from an iPhone that was built 5 years ago to an iPhone that's built today. Apple Intelligence is still, pretty crappy. So you're getting the same user experience software-wise across the lineup. But the hardware is where this phone shines. And that's the only reason that I would ever recommend it. But look, I like it. I've been using it. I'm just about done with it. The new phones are coming. So I will be, selling it, getting rid of it, maybe keeping it for another video. But it's run its course with me. It's time to move on. Would I recommend it? Only if you want to try something different and you have some money to blow, because that's, in my opinion, that's what you're doing. But that's it, guys. New video coming soon. Peace.